Today I'm going to show you guys how to get perfectly smooth cinematics in Rocket League replays. So if you're already subbed to me, chances are you've seen my video, Rocket League is Silly. It's basically like a random highly edited montage of funny moments and memes and all that good stuff. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you click that card up in the top right corner because it's a pretty good video and it's only like 2.5 minutes. But anyway, in that video, you'd probably notice that the camera work is super smooth. No, I'm not a god at just moving my controller perfectly to get a smooth path. There's just this plugin that I use to get it looking as clean as it does. So without further ado, let me show you exactly how to get a perfectly smooth camera path in any replay. First off, you need to download this mod for Rocket League. Chances are you already have it. It's called Baka's mod or Bakes mod. I don't even know how to say it. Do you know how to say it? Let's see what Google Translate has to say.
Bak's mod.
That is not at all what I was expecting. Okay, so to download this, literally all you need to do is search up Baka's mod download on Google or Bing or whatever floats your boat. Then you click on that first link, it'll bring you to this page here. It's even got a little overview video for you. So you'll click this thing here that says click here to download and say yes to any prompt it gives you, and before you know it, boom, you've got it right there and ready to go. So next you'll want to double click on it. It'll bring up this little pop-up window that says uninjected, waiting for user to start Rocket League. From there you'll want to launch Rocket League and you'll notice the text on that little window will say injected, press F2 for in-game overlay, and that's perfect. So once the game is launched, you'll do what it says. You'll press F2 for the in-game overlay. It'll pop up that window right there. Then you'll head over to the miscellaneous tab on the right and check the box that says enable developer console. Once you've done that, go ahead and close out the window and enter a replay that you'd like to film a cinematic for. Now go ahead and press your tilde key on your keyboard to open that developer console we just enabled. It's just that little squiggly line beneath your escape button and above your tab button in the top left. You'll see this little gray box thing pop up with a bunch of words and code. At this point you're probably like, words and code? I hate that. I just want to get its camera path. What the heck is this? But please don't be scared of this window. It's way easier than you'd think. Just hang in there. So at this point, whatever buttons you press on your keyboard will both be put into the console window and the game. What I mean by that is when you press the D button on your keyboard, it will type the letter D in the window and also move the camera to the right if you're in fly mode. So what I do to counter this is I press the escape button on my keyboard and it'll bring up that menu, so now I can type whatever I want without moving the camera around. So the first thing you'll want to type there is exec dolly cam. This basically enables the dolly cam plugin, which is what we're using to get the smooth path. When you hit enter, even more text will pop up, but what matters is that one line there says plugin is now loaded or is already loaded. Next up, you'll need to check if your keyboard has a number pad on the right side or not. If it does, that's great, you can skip this step. If it doesn't, you need to rebind a couple things. So in your console, you'll see it says bind O toggle dolly renders 0 1. You get the point. So you'll have to rebind a couple of those things there. To do this, in the console, you'll need to type these 3 phrases. The first one is bind 1 dolly underscore activate. Make sure you type exactly that into your console with the quotes. And the second one is bind 2 dolly underscore deactivate. Same thing, make sure you get those quotes in there. And the third one is bind 5 dolly underscore snapshot underscore take. You can pause the video now if you need to continue looking at those. Alright, the setup is finally finished. You'll never need to do anything before this point ever again unless the mod glitches or you uninstall it for some reason. So we're finally ready to begin our camera path. The hard part is out of the way. So at this point you have to be in fly mode if you're not already, and definitely turn your replay speed down to like 5 or 10%. Now line up where you want your path to start at in the replay. Once you find your spot, go ahead and press the 5 button on your keyboard. If you have a number pad, make sure you're pressing it on there, and if you don't, just press it on your main keyboard. Let's go ahead and press it here. Now it looks like nothing happened, but that's not true. Your marker is there. Now go ahead and press play on the replay and let it go a little further, and then press pause again where you want to set another marker. Go ahead and set another marker where you want, and at this point you should be able to see your path showing up there. It's that blue line with some red dots in it. Now repeat this same process until you're done creating your path, however many markers you want. Now back up and enjoy what you've created. Good job! But you've probably noticed the path is pretty jagged, and you're right. So to fix this, just press the P button on your keyboard. Whoa, it's like magic. Now the path is suddenly smooth. And if you want to make it back to jagged again for some reason, you just press the P button again. It's a toggle button. Next up, press the O button on your keyboard and get pranked. You just deleted your entire path. Nah, I'm kidding, that just hides it. You can press it again to bring it back. So now that you've pressed both those buttons, go back in the replay to before your path starts and press the 1 button, again depending on whether you have a number pad or not. Although it looks like it did nothing, it activated the dolly cam, so now you can hit record and press play, and there you have it, a perfectly smooth camera path. Congratulations. Something to be aware of is your camera will go super wonky if you press resume in the middle of your path. So each time, make sure you go all the way back to before the path starts and then let it play through. Alright, now that you've got your first camera path recorded, what if you want to do another one? Well, go ahead and press the 2 button on your keyboard to deactivate the path and press the O button on your keyboard to bring the path visible again. And then open up your console and type dolly_path_clear and hit enter. Now you'll see the path is just gone, it's not there anymore, it's actually deleted this time, and you can set new markers and do it all over again. Now I know this whole process seems kind of annoying at first, just like it is for anyone, but I promise, just put some practice into it and it'll be super easy in no time. If you have any issues, please feel free to leave it down in the comments, I will help you out, and that's about it. Thanks for watching.